The Russian playwright Anton Chekhov once said, "Don't tell me the moon is shining. Show me the glint of light on the broken glass." This quote was by the same man that was credited the famous concept show, don't tell. Show don't tell is a writing technique in which the story and characters are related through sensory details and actions rather than exposition. It fosters a style of writing that is more immersive for the reader, allowing them to be in the same room with the characters. This concept was made famous from novels and cinema, but respectfully in my opinion, can be fully executed through anime. When you read a book, you are limited to what the author gives you and your interpretation of what he is saying through words. When you watch a movie, you are limited to what the director shows you through the camera and what the actors interpret through the screenplay. When you watch an anime, the options are limitless. The author can perfectly translate the story in their head to the screen on your phone. Now obviously, through their budget and time with the animators, but say if they have that, they can bring you through their imagination, but not by telling, by showing. Telling is factual and avoids detail, while showing is detailed and places the viewer in the center of the drama. Show don't tell only works because of how our brains were wired. If you don't name the emotion that you were trying to describe, the emotional resonance is much stronger. As soon as you name the emotion, however, your viewer slips into thinking mode.
'Cause now I'm mad. I'm really mad.
And when they think about the emotion, they distance themselves from the experience of feeling it. And as a viewer, we should be trusted to understand the points without them having to painfully lay it out for us. And that is what the concept of show don't tell boils down to. And in today's video, we are going to be breaking down some of the most brilliant moments in anime when it comes to show don't tell. Wow, did you feel that? I want to focus on this statement right here when the announcer says, this is not only what she is feeling, but also what we are feeling as the viewer. Through the beautifully choreographed fight, uneasy music, and satisfying sound design of each punch, the author Togashi does not let us get a single thought or word in about anything during the fight. And the only thoughts that we do have during the fight are perfectly mirrored through the audience's facial expressions. Let's look at these 4 shots right here. Each of these expressions are the outcome of what we felt in the scene before these happened. So when the announcer is shocked, the frame before that, Hisoka knocked the wind out of Gon, and we felt that. The next frame doubles down on this emotion and shows us the crowd where you can see every type of emotion. However you felt during this fight, whether you liked Gon, hated Gon, liked Hisoka, hated Hisoka, were neutral on both, or were so immersed in the fight that the only emotion is anxiety, the author mirrors that in the scene for you. Hype because someone finally got a hit in, anxiety because you don't know how this fight's gonna end, nervous because you don't want to see Gon get hurt like that again, disgusted because Hisoka's a pervert and he just hit a kid, thrilled because Hisoka's your favorite character and you want to see him fight with this beautiful animation. Whatever the emotion is that you felt in this moment, Togashi hasn't mirrored in a character in the attendance. Also, it just so happens that the crowd is so diverse too, because he knows that people from all around this world were watching this fight and hyped to see it. When Gon is scared and shocked, the frame before that he is caught off guard by Hisoka's next attack, and we felt that. When Wing is nervously sweating, the frame before that Hisoka retracts the move that could have ended the fight. Let's quickly look at this sequence of events. Hisoka blocks Gon's kick. Hisoka reveals his hand from behind his torso to counter the kick and attacks back. Gon notices it last second that he's getting countered. Hisoka retracts the kick. Wing and Sushi nervously and curiously sweat, as we do too. We question, what was Hisoka going to do? Could he have hit Gon if he wanted to? Could he have ended the fight right there if he connected it? Was it a special move or was it not? All those curious thoughts are mirrored through our protagonist in the crowd. And before I go over the last moment from the scene, here's the context if you didn't know or forgot. The rules of Heaven's Arena. arena. The place where Gon and Hisoka are fighting is as follows. There's no time limit, and it stops as soon as one of the competitors has 10 points, a TKO, or a knockout. Clean hits are 1 point, critical hits are 2 points, and if there's a down, that is to say a fighter is on the ground, 1 point is added to his opponent. So when the referee is closely looking at the punch that looks like it connects, we are doing the same because we all know that Gon wasn't going to win this fight by knocking Hisoka out. At this point in the story, we were shown the power difference between the two, so the only way that Gon was going to win this battle, if he did, was through the point system. So when we see what looks like a clean hit and the scene jumps to the referee, it makes us put 2 and 2 together, implying that he is going to say. But when he doesn't, it's revealed in the next frame that Gon blocked the hit, denying those conclusions that we were forming. This beautiful scene ends with Hisoka getting the first hit on Gon, scoring the first point and egging Gon to come at him. Because if you didn't notice, Gon was on the offensive side the entire fight until the end when he was forced on the defense and eventually hit. So Hisoka doing this is implying that the only way that Gon is going to be able to beat him is to continuously be on the offensive side and get points. And this scene concludes with Hisoka stating, and that's what he's stating, but the subtext behind the statement is stating that nothing has changed from the beginning of the fight to now besides you wasting energy and me scoring a point. Also, what most people don't see is that Gon is in the exact same spot where he started too, but the only difference is that he was moved back to that spot, whereas Hisoka didn't move from his spot since the beginning. And that is how Togashi shows and does not tell. Authors do the opposite of this too. If we're talking about cutting short as a form of communication in itself, the most obvious example is the smash cut, the jarring, abrupt ending of one scene into another. And here's a perfect example of that in One Piece. Now, I want to pause right here on this scene. Oda has pushed us out of the previous scene without a satisfying sense of resolution. So we're already in a heightened, scrutinizing mode asking ourselves, did he kill him? Did he survive? Was he able to cut through steel? And while we think the answer is pretty clear, especially if you take in the context, we are still looking for answers. Cutting before something the audience is anticipating tells the viewer, no, you don't get to see that. But also in a sense it tells them, no, that's not the point. So if holding a shot for longer than expected is to suggest that something important is going to happen, one of the effects of cutting a shot shorter than what we expected is to say very specifically that it isn't. So in this fight, yes, the goal for Zoro was to win the fight and kill Mr. One. But the real goal was to be able to feel the rhythm and be strong enough to cut through steel. And we already know that without showing us that he actually can with the information provided. So that's why showing us the actual action of cutting through Mr. One's steel body is meaningless, because we already have that answer. And Oda shows us through this masterclass of a fight scene between Zoro and Mr. One. And that is how Oda shows and does not tell. So that about wraps it up for this video. I will be coming out with a lot of videos like this. I have a lot of them planned and almost done edited, so they will be coming out soon. So if you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the comment button and let me know what you want to see. Also, quick shout out to Blue Sky, Nehiro, Elvin, Happen, Epic Fortnite Gamer, Bruton, Chris P, Monkey, Lego Nation Production, Dismo, Flovers, Big Boom, Anime Tex, and Rocket Dark for commenting on the last video. If you want to get a shout out in the next video, go hit the comment button down below, and if you made it to the end, comment we made it to the end. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.